Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening where you are. Hope you're all doing well. I'm stuck in traffic here in Hi-Tech City. There is that metro construction going on. Today's topic is helmets. Okay, that's a construction helmet used as a bike helmet. Have an open face helmet. The no helmet option, that's always there. What's good to see is that at least people are wearing helmets these days. Helmet usage has gone up big time compared to maybe 3-4 years ago. I'm seeing more people wearing helmets within the city limits. Some of them are still wearing it for the heck of it, so without the straps and all, so in case of a fall that's not gonna help much. But at least the first good sign is that they're wearing a helmet. Mostly to avoid challans by traffic police. In that sense, I think it's a good step forward compared to a few years back. Just take a look at all the people across here. Most of them are wearing helmets. That's a good sign. So if you're in the market to buy a helmet, you might be confused what to choose. There are so many options in the helmet market right now. There are so many shops, there are so many street side vendors, there are so many branded shops. There are quite a few, hundreds of brands out there. So it could be easily confusing. Should you just buy the cheapest one? Should you just get the most costliest one in terms of safety? Let me help you on that. But before I dig deep into that video, I have some small shopping to do at IKEA. I don't know if I can shoot any video inside, but I'll catch you guys soon in a little while.
A few moments later.
Just done with IKEA, guys. Shortlisted 1 or 2 items that I need. Have to check the measurements at home to see if they would fit. Basically, I need a jacket and a shoe rack. Currently, it's a bit of a mess. As you have seen in the last video, I just kept it on a platform. All my jackets and helmets. Need to organize them a bit better. So thought I could find something nice and tidy here in IKEA. Coming back to the topic of helmets, there are usually 2 kinds of helmets. One is a full face helmet and the other one is a half face helmet. You do get other designs like that skull face helmet or semi full face, semi half face. I don't know what they're called. They look like full faced helmets, but they're actually half face in the sense that the visor comes down completely till here. Now let's see the number of options you have in the market. I don't know how to convince people like this guy to move to at least a helmet. At least is better than these guys, but probably not any more safe than what those guys are. So you'll probably find a lot of street side helmet shops like these. Let's go and find out how the typical prices are at the entry level of helmet world. So this guy has LS2, THH, studs, Steelbirds, Vega, quite a few options. So this shop has helmets ranging from 400 to 12,000 for the THH modular helmet है. So you can remove this part of it. ये क्यों इतना रेट है?
ये imported है वो.
अच्छा, डॉट है, इसे स्टिकर भी है. So the most popular brands here are Vega, Studs, Steelbird. These go anywhere between 800 to 1800 per. They look decently good. You get what you pay for. These are probably polycarbonate shells. Interesting graphics. And these are probably free helmets. Even if you want to wear them, I would suggest not. So I realized that you get more options besides just a full face and half face helmet. I completely forgot about the modular helmet. So modular helmets are kind of a new concept. They're not entirely as safe as a full face helmet, but they're not as bad as a half face helmet. They're somewhere in between. So the advantage with modular helmet is that you can probably have a quick snack or have some water without removing your helmet. So modular helmets are good in that case, but they're not entirely as safe as the full face helmet. So it's a personal choice, guys. And oh, by the way, modular helmets can make a lot of noise. Below 3000 you have a lot of options, a lot of shops too, a lot of brands. Most of them are unknown. The famous ones are the Vegas and the Steelbirds and the Studs. Studs is probably the oldest I know. Vega does have decent options, but the price range of these helmets is anywhere between 1000 to 3000. If you're going above 3000, then you get options like MT, Shiro, Morshin, LS2. Yeah, quite a few brands that are there. If you're going about 10,000, I would say better go for something like an Arai or a Shoei or HJC. These are much more reputed brands in terms of safety and features. Yes, helmets do come with a lot of features. Let's talk a bit more in detail about what goes into a helmet and what are the features we can get in a helmet. You remember the mess I was talking about? Yeah. So I thought maybe I can get a rack where I can hang the jackets, put the bags on top, and also include the shoes on the same rack. That would save some space and organize stuff much better than what they're right now. Getting back to the topic of helmets, I have 3 helmets. One is the MT Blade helmet, the oldest one that I ever had. It's almost 3 years. Got this in 2015 actually, 2015 May. So it's probably close to 4 years now. They say the helmet lifespan is 5 years, so it still has some life. Just got it refurbished with new visors, cheek pad. Yeah, it's kind of brand new. And also in half face AGV helmet. This is the one I got in 2016. It's a AGV, and this shield is something I got on Amazon. It works pretty well for the city. It's a DOT rated helmet if I'm not wrong. And this is the touring helmet, guys. So this is the MT Cray. I have to clean it up a bit. So if you're in the market to choose a helmet above rupees 3000, because below 3000 the choices are so many that I can't go into details about what different options you get. I'm more used to helmets that are above 3000 rupees. So this one was 6,000 when I got it. This is around 12,000. This was around 9,000 or change. So I can talk better about the helmets in this price range. Under 3000 I would say go for known brands like Vega, Studs, because they are coming up with good stuff. They fulfill the purpose of keeping you safe while you're in the city. Let's talk about these helmets for now. This is a polycarbonate shell, .EC certified. I got the wrong size actually though. I got an XL, I don't know why. Anyway, so I had a red color Bentley 300, so wanted to get a matching helmet. This is kind of gone, so this is still functional, but it's just that this is popping out and you see the squeaking sound. So that's used mostly for my gym and local workout runs, like if I'm going to a park for a run. And this one for the short city rides. So this is made out of a fiberglass shell. It's the most expensive helmet that I own. I actually like it because it gives me a lot of ventilation while still being somewhat safe. Not the most safest helmet. It's an original AGV, by the way. And this is the touring helmet that I use regularly. It's made out of fiberglass material. It's .EC certified, weighs 1400 grams, decently light, but feels kind of heavy actually. But it has a good lining material that absorbs sweat much better. It has a pin lock ready visor. When I say pin lock ready, you see these pins, right? So there is a anti-fog liner inside which prevents fogging, a big factor when you're riding in humid weathers or in city conditions. It has a drop down sun visor, but yeah, look how dirty it is. I hardly use it. Those are the only features I know and I can talk about this helmet. Some other helmets, fancier helmets which cost anywhere between 20 to 30,000 come with additional features like better ventilation, better weight, multiple visor options that you can buy. Another feature I forgot about is it has cutouts for Senna. So I don't know if you can see. You see this? So it has cutouts for Bluetooth communications like Sena or Scala. That's another good feature to have, because otherwise they would protrude out and rub against your ears when you're riding. All MT helmets come with cutouts. So in that sense, good job MT. For what I'm paying, they're good value for money. In fact, they're great value for money. When it comes to deciding which helmet to buy, I would say first you have to decide on the budget. And the budget usually depends on what your bike costs. Surprisingly, yes. In the sense that the more money you put on a bike, I would say the more you should spend on your protection. Spend 10% of your bike cost on your protection gear. So if you have spent 10 lakhs on a bike, spend at least a lakh on protection. That includes the jackets, the riding boots, the knee guards, the helmets. This is something that I read online and something that made sense. If you're spending so much more on a bike, put at least 10% of it on protection. My Streetwind costed me what, 8.5 when I got it. So 10% of it would be 80,000. I got 2 riding gears which costed me around 20,000, 2 helmets which costed roughly 15,000. So that's what, 35. My knee guards which costed me 10,000, 45. My gloves which costed me another 15,000, 60,000. So I'm almost there at 80,000. In other words, if you're spending that much more on a bike, you're probably investing in better performance, better specs, better brand. So why not spend that much more on accessories too? Especially from a safety point of view. So don't be stingy when it comes to safety. Spend at least 10% of it on accessories, and you have different options across different price brackets. So it's all a matter of understanding how much you want to spend for your budget, and your budget should depend on the cost of your bike, because logically the better the bike, the more safer you want to be. That's it, guys.